Welcome back to my channel, Lifestyle Aesthetics, where we teach you how to level up consistently over time. Today's video will be a total upper body workout. So essentially 9 to 10 movements that I would deem very important in order to get a cool aesthetic Greek god body. We are starting off with weighted pull-ups. So with the weighted pull-ups at the neutral grip, a little bit easier on the joints for me personally. This will help you develop a strong V-taper, strong back. It also works on your trap muscles, biceps, and forearms. So because you are having your hands in a neutral grip position, your brachialis will also be developed as well when you are doing your neutral grip weighted pull-ups. So today I am doing 105 pounds. I feel like with 2 sets of every workout that we are doing today, should be more than enough, intense enough for me to develop some brute strength since we're doing this with lower reps with heavy weight. So the main objective here is with the weighted pull-ups is that you have to practice doing your body weight pull-ups until you have your head over the bar at the very least. And then when you add the weights on little by little, you have to make sure they go all the way up as high as you can and then all the way back down in a slow controlled way. So I was only able to do 3 or 4 reps for these 2 sets here, making sure that I am pulling my body all the way up. My head is over the bar, my chin is over the bar, so that way I get that deep stretch and that full range of motion. The second movement will be the weighted dips. So I'm going for the deep stretch here, sinking in order to get some good lower pecs. This also will work on your anterior deltoids, and this will give you some strong, thick triceps. The reason being is because weighted dips put so much demand on your upper body strength that you're basically trying to fight for stabilization in your weighted dips. So you're gonna have to like keep your upper body straight, engage in your core, and heavy weighted dips will translate strength wise to your other movements like shoulder press, chest press, even tricep pushdowns. So I'm going very heavy as much as I can without sacrificing that much range of motion, even though we did 2 or 3 reps here. Next, we are doing some reverse grip lat pull downs. I'm trying to figure this out since this is the first time I'm using this machine. So for me personally, if I'm doing reverse grip, I want to have my grip closer to the handle as much as I can because this will basically go outward as you reach down. This is kind of different as opposed to doing a regular lat pull down with a little straight bar because your arm doesn't move. It stays on that same rhythm, but this one goes outward. Regardless, with the reverse grip here, you are working a lot on the lower lats, the lower back area. So I did it with 45 pounds plus 25-pound plates on each side. And I felt like it was a little bit too simple, so I wanted to challenge myself. So I added 35 instead of a 25-pound plate. So here you want to make sure that on the way up, you're releasing very slow. You're not trying to rush through these movements. Okay. You got to control and hold it at the bottom stretch in order to make sure that your lower back is getting activated. So the neutral grip, it's focusing on the lats here, the middle back, the lower traps. Okay. This one focuses on the lower part of your back. So because it's heavy here, you are going to feel it on your bicep as well. So there's like a little cheat code. If you want some bicep activation, I definitely recommend doing reverse grip pull downs in order to make sure that you're engaging your biceps a lot and engaging your forearms. When I was younger, the biceps and the triceps were an afterthought. So like my other parts of my body would be developed, but I would have tiny arms. So making sure you have an arm day included into your routine, to your program, will make sure that your whole body is like balanced evenly out, right? You don't want to make sure that there's like nothing overshadowing on your body. So this was the third movement. So this is movement number 3, reverse grip lat pull downs. And then after we do some of these, we are going to do incline chest press. So the aesthetic part is the upper chest. Of course, this will hit the middle pec as well. So I'm feeling strong today. So I've essentially moved up to 240 pounds, doing 5 to 6 reps here. And I put the handles at level 4 because I want to make sure that I have the deep stretch. Full range of motion here, since you can't really do, um, like you're not diverging too far back. So making sure that my handles are at a level 4 here, like a little bit, like second to last position here, in order to make sure that I'm doing everything correct. I'm doing the full range of motion, so that way my upper chest will get fully developed. And becoming strong on the full range of motion is also what I'm trying to aim here. So again, not doing like anything like too bodybuildy, but trying to be aesthetic here, trying to decrease my body fat, which I see that I've been doing with the incline walks, working out fasted, right? 20-30 minutes incline walking will help you get there. Okay, like your abs are gonna start showing up too as well, and getting more defined, and your veins will be pumping out more. And then doing a third set just for funsies. I've dropped the weight to 225 pounds on this machine. And right here, as you could see, we have that top squeeze on the upper pec here. And that's mainly what you want to go for. So go for a few reps there. So that's the third set. Even though ideally you want to do 2 sets of these movements. So that was the fourth thing you want to include into your routine to make sure you have that aesthetic body. Okay. Next, we are doing some overhead shoulder press. I kind of messed up here because the bench wasn't supposed to be that high, so I kind of caught like a cramp on my leg. But regardless, we hit a PR here with 65-pound dumbbells on each hand. Um, you want to be careful when you are doing your incline shoulder press here, because if you go too far like I did, you might hurt yourself. So recommend doing at a level 5. Level 5 should be good enough on the bench here. You need to make sure that you are adjusting it correctly. So because I don't have here a leg cramp, I'm able to do 5 to 6 reps. Heavy shoulder presses will make you get some strong shoulders, some strong pushing power. This also works out a little bit of the upper chest, so that's a good bonus. So we're doing some pronated grip rows here for the upper back and the traps. I definitely do feel it on the posterior deltoids as well. So these are with 70 pounds. And then we're doing a crazy superset with reverse grip, with pronated grip reverse flies. So supersetting these two movements will hit your upper back a lot, but you have a strong inclusion of having some good posterior deltoids. So right here, we're doing our second set. Again, with 70 pounds in each hand. I feel like getting strong here. So 6 to 8 reps is what I'm aiming for here with good form. And then again, when you want to do your lateral flies, your reverse flies, sit at the edge of the bench, to make sure that you have that full range of motion, so that way it doesn't crash on your legs. So 2 sets of those, and then moving on to the lateral raises here. So definitely everything that we're doing here, these 9-10 movements, is mainly what you would need to include into your program to build that aesthetic body. So right here, we are just using 35 pounds. I'm trying to go for like a full range of motion where I am moving strong, moving heavy, but still going as high as I can, but being parallel to the floor at the same time. So those are my 2 sets. 6 to 8 reps is what we're aiming for. Then some incline bicep curls. I've been adding this much more to my routine lately, because like you have to force your arms, your biceps to move in this specific motion, since your body is a little bit leaning back, and then your arms have more of a range of motion here. So after I do the 40-pound bicep curls, we're doing 20 pounds reverse grip curls for the strong forearms here. Got to make sure that you are working on your forearms, having that into your program, because that's what people will see the most as well and pop out more. So having strong forearms will make sure that you have a strong grip, okay, because It's also making sure that you're not overusing your joints as well for your strength. You have to have a strong grip, have strong forearms in order to make your life easier, making everything functional, right? So it will also carry over to your other lifts if you have a stronger grip, if you have stronger forearms. So right here, doing my second set, making sure that I'm reaching full failure here. And as you see, um, my strength has gone up. Before I would struggle a lot with doing incline curls with 40 pounds. So that's all thanks to going semi-heavy on the reverse grip curls here. So supersetting these together will blow up your forearms a lot. And right here, just reaching full failure, full fatigue. And right here, look at that close up. The biceps are moving good. The forearms are developed. Filling out the sleeves. That's what we want to aim for. Fill out the sleeves. So finishing off with some skull crushers here with the flat bench. 70 pound straight barbell. And when you are doing your skull crushers on the flat bench, you want to make sure that your arms are pointed out at a 45-degree angle in order to make sure that you have that full flexion for your triceps. And personally, the way I do it is that my head is like just slightly before like the edge, so that way the barbell will go above my head as I do my tricep skull crushers here. Just aiming for 6 to 8 reps. And as you also notice, my thumbs are above the barbell just to make sure that I'm gauging a little bit of forearm action as well to improve my grip strength. And that's essentially it for this upper body workout. Simple movements, 2 sets of pretty much everything with the upper body, making sure that you're strong, keeping high intensity, um, making sure that we're doing good form and being strong on the full range of motion. Give that thumbs up button if you like the video, share and subscribe to pass on the help to promote the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.